Hello everyone. Today we are answering a question everywhere in AI. What is MCP and why should I care? MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. In plain English, it is a standard way for AI apps to connect to tools, files, and business systems, not just talk. Work. Think about the drawer in your house full of old cables. One charger for the camera, one plug for the monitor, one mystery cable. That was early AI integration. Every model and every tool needed its own special cable. MCP is the move toward a universal adapter. It gives AI systems a shared way to discover a tool, understand it, ask permission, and use it. Here's the definition. Model context. Protocol is a common language for giving an AI model context and controlled access to tools. Context means the information the model needs. Documents, tickets, code, calendars, databases, and records. Tools mean actions it can take: search, create, update, run a test, open a pull request, or check a spreadsheet. Protocol means both sides follow the same rules. The host speaks MCP, the server speaks MCP, the adapter fits. The architecture has three roles. The host is where you use AI, like ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor, VS Code, or an internal app. The MCP client sits inside the host and manages one connection to one server. The MCP server is the adapter for a specific system. One server might expose GitHub, another might expose Slack, another might expose local files or a database. Why does the standard matter? Because without a standard, every team builds custom wiring. One connector from one model to one tool, another connector from another app to the same tool. Soon the company is not building AI workflows. It is maintaining a drawer full of fragile cables. MCP says, build one good adapter, and many AI applications can use it. So is MCP just function calling? Not exactly. Function calling is the model saying, I want to call this function with these arguments. That is useful, but it is often wired into one application. MCP is the adapter layer around tools and context. It lets a host discover tools, read resources, use prompts, negotiate capabilities, and communicate over STDO or streamable HTTP. Function calling is one-hand movement. MCP is the workbench where the hands find the right tools. Why should a non-developer care? Because this is the shift from an AI assistant that gives advice to one that can participate in work. Ask what changed in our biggest customer accounts this week. Without connected context, the AI guesses. With the right MCP servers, it can read the CRM, compare tickets, check meeting notes, and return a source summary. Less copy and paste, less guessing, more coordinated action through the right adapter. Now let us make the cost visible. Suppose 10 people each spend 20 minutes a day copying between chat, tickets, docs, and spreadsheets. That is 200 minutes a day. At $60 per hour, that is about $200 a day. Across a work year, that is roughly $50,000 of human glue. When the adapter is missing, people become the adapter. MCP also matters because the ecosystem moved fast. Anthropic introduced it in November 2024 as an open standard for connecting AI assistants to systems where data lives. By late 2025, MCP moved under the Linux Foundation's Agentic AI Foundation with support across major AI products. That does not mean every server is good. It means the adapter drawer is becoming an ecosystem, not a one-company feature. But a universal adapter can plug into the wrong outlet. Security is not optional. If an MCP server can read files, send emails, update tickets, or run commands, treat it like a powerful integration. Use trusted servers. Prefer read-only permissions while learning. Require approval for sensitive actions. Keep secrets out of prompts. MCP gives structure. It does not remove judgment. So when should you care right now? Care if you use AI inside repeated workflows. Care if your team keeps pasting the same information into multiple systems. Care if you are building agents that need tools, memory, files, APIs, or databases. And care when choosing software, because MCP supports signals that a product can join a wider agent ecosystem. When should you not care yet? If you only brainstorm or draft, you may not need MCP today. If a tool is internal, a direct API call may be simpler. If permissions are unclear, slow down. Here's the takeaway. MCP is not the model. It is not the agent. It is not a safety guarantee. MCP is the adapter standard that helps AI systems connect to useful context and real tools. The next wave of AI will not be defined only by the smartest model. It will be defined by who connects that model to the right work. If this made MCP feel less abstract, subscribe for practical AI explanations without the hype. And next time someone says, just connect the agent to the tool, ask one better question. What adapter do we trust?